Yeah, it's your boy Danny J. Quick, and I'm here with Kyron Silva. And we want to thank you for joining the Four Tales podcast.
I want to know what it is Quick is trying to say.
We're about to talk some comics and get a little bit controversial. Everything from indie books to movie deal level commercial. With no rehearsals when we converse to coerce you. And then we do the quick takes and try to get to the person. So join us and get your comic book a few more sales once a week wherever you pod. It's Four Tales. Once a week wherever you pod. It's Four Tales.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Towards Comics in collaboration with Fourth Wall Productions respectfully brings to you the 158th episode of the Four Tales podcast. I'm your host, Kyron Silva from Towards Comics. Across the way is the magenta memoirist of Ace Way, Danny J. Quick, and together we are your two award-winning blurred comic creators here to help you find your next favorite comic. We are live on the Age the Geekdom Network via Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Danny's TikTok if you got it up. So if you're listening and watching us live, thank you for your support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and review this podcast because all your positive reviews, interactions help us reach a bigger audience. And Danny, you are frozen.
Oh, that's terrible.
Nope. Okay, you're there. Semi.
I'm still here.
You're still there. You look like you're streaming from 1993, though.
Why am I pixelated? What's going on?
I don't know. That's why I said you look like you're streaming like you're in 1993 somehow.
I think I just need a new computer, man. I've been this MacBook is literally 12 years old, and I've run it into the ground, and I think I just need a new computer because it's like I've been populating Morgan's book for the past week. Like I literally had to do it like 7 times.
You've been what? Wait. You've been what? Morgan's book?
Populating. Like I've been putting this book together, this graphic novel, and it's just been running super slow. Always running out of space and things like that. So yeah, I think it's just time for me to get a new laptop. And it's obviously, this is the same spot that I always stream in. And if it's acting up, it's just time. It's his time.
Yes. Well, speaking of Morgan's amazing Kickstarter that he is running, it's called Lumberjacks by Any Means.
The graphic novel.
Sorry, I'm trying to bring it up because this is my character.
Yeah, I told him about that this week too. I was like, there's a guy who pops up every so often. It's like, hey, Ace Blade and the Jacks are here. It's like he was like, what? Was like, yeah. I was like, Kyron owns Lumberjacks, so
yeah. It was going to happen eventually. I mean, Jax looks exactly like me, so
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
But yeah,
had the big, strong shoulders, the strong jawline. I can see it.
Yeah,
you wear a little red flannel. You're right there.
Yeah. So the Lumberjacks 1 through 4 Kickstarters going on right now.
Yeah.
It's 12 more days to go. We already funded about $500 away from hitting a 6K mark.
Yeah.
We
got it.
What's up, Mally?
What's up, Mally?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining, man. Thanks for being consistent, man. We appreciate it.
It's always fun when you're here, Mally.
Yeah.
All right.
When are we going to tell people about the project that we're working on? When we're going to start? Are we going to wait until we have a page for them to go to, or?
I think we should wait until we got at least one of the covers done.
Okay.
Which I talked to your boy Tariq, and he said he's gonna color it.
Nice.
So
it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you want to just bring the man on so we can talk to him, or?
Yeah, at this point, he needs no introduction.
Yeah,
he needs no introduction.
I mean, he is the 1993's People's Choice for Sexiest Man Alive, so people have known him for a while.
That's fact.
You know it.
Fish Lee.
I love that form so much, just because I know Kyra will read whatever I put on there, and it brings me joy.
I have to read it. I mean, there's a reason why I send out these forms to everybody. I read everything you guys send me.
Got to. Only like 4 people have said that their favorite color is purple. So whatever. No, man. Welcome to the show again, Fish. There's no way that anybody in our audience doesn't know you. But real quick, give us a rundown of who you are and what you're here to talk about.
No, don't do that. No, don't do that. This is like your 7th time on the show. We know that. Give us something you've never told us before. We all know you're officially, you're the guy behind, you're the fastest pen in comics. You've done 50-something books. Tell us something we don't know about you.
Yeah, come on now.
A lot of people, honestly, still to this day, don't know just how severe a case of Tourette syndrome I have. And since this is Tourette Syndrome Awareness Month, I can share, like, I spent 15 years of my life in a wheelchair. Most of the time, I couldn't really walk, talk, or see most days. And I ended up becoming an online Tourette's advocate because a lot of times I might only be able to move one thumb and get one eye open, but it would let me communicate on my phone with people. I couldn't talk to my kids in the room, but I could talk to people online. And I ended up getting into like the Facebook groups and ministering to people with Tourette syndrome and helping parents walk through the process of their kids getting diagnosed, and helping them with the process and helping them realize, like, it's not the end of the world. Your kid's not, doesn't have to give up on life. They're just going to be a little extra ticky and stuff. But like, really good on these shows because I really enjoy like talking to friends like you guys, and it keeps the dopamine flowing. A lot of times once the show's over, I look like I'm having a seizure trying to get from here to my chair. So like, a lot of people don't see that aspect of it. So that's something new I haven't shared.
And I didn't know there was a Tourette Syndrome Awareness Month, so thank you for letting us know about that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's not like a month, it's the 15th to the 15th, which drives my OCD up the frickin' wall, but nobody asked me.
That happens. Like I work at the Department of Veterans Affairs as like I'm the senior visual information specialist. So we do like the graphics for why that face, Kyron?
Nothing. I'm just
not like
throwing it out there.
It's not like you don't work for a prestigious museum of, like, okay, cool. So, there's a lot of celebrations that are like a weird, like it's like the first Monday in September through the last, it's like there's a lot of celebrations that are like that, and it's always like fun to see why they are specific like that, because it's usually something real stupid, like, oh, this person first thought of it while the moon was full, and you'd be like, bro, why? Like, just make it the month of May.
Is that Werewolf Awareness Month? Is that what that was?
Well, like,
evening.
Our main organization online was the Tourette Syndrome Association. And then after like 9/11, TSA took on a whole different abbreviation meaning, and they ended up having to change the name and everything just because it got too confusing to tell people to go to the TSA website, and they'd go to a whole different website.
Yeah. I remember the whole thing with the WWE. I think they had or was it the WWF at the time?
It was WWF, and then they had to change it to WWE because of the World Wildlife Federation. Foundation. Sorry, Foundation sued the WWF
Federation. Like, you got animals fighting. What's going on? What's happening?
I missed the WWF.
That was the 90s. They were fighting animals at one point.
Yeah, really.
Junkyard Dog, man. There's all kinds in there. Joko Beware be coming in with them birds.
Hey, man.
No, that's hilarious. All right, so Fish,
I need to do a wrestling podcast when I have the time, because there's so much craziness in wrestling.
You literally don't have time. I did. I did.
Yeah, I did. All right, Fish. What are we here to talk about today?
Let me tell you something, brother.
Mhm.
We're here to talk about Alice Lost in Wonderland, man. It is my baby. It is the book I have been working on this story for 30 years. Somebody told me today that it was like if Blade Runner, The Wizard of Oz, and Mad Max had a baby, it would be Alice Lost in Wonderland. And honestly, that's probably the best explanation I'm going to ever get for it. Um, Alice has spent her entire life in this interdimensional rift called Wonderland, where every story you've ever heard of is an actual place that's crashing in together. All the weird characters are aliens and robots and ghosts from different dimensions. And all the stories from Neverland to Oz to all these things are different territories in this rift, and she gets bound by this contract and she has to hunt down the white rabbit and deliver him to the Queen of Hearts. And the white rabbit is this guy that saved her life when she was a kid. He had the entire Vorpal sword and let him cut through reality, and he saved her life. He went through all these dimensions and down timelines trying to save her, and by the time he saved her, he couldn't figure out how to get her back home. He tried for months and couldn't find his way back to her dimension. So he took her to Wonderland and did his best job he could raising her. And now she's this vicious bounty hunter. And now she's hunting him down. And she somehow has half of his broken sword that she uses to travel dimensions and time, and she has the Tin Man by her side as her guardian, and she's hunting him down and has to deliver him to the Queen of Hearts, who has incidentally sworn to kill her and the Tin Man on sight if she ever sees him again. So,
Mm.
Mm.
how do you do that? How do you survive? How do you get it done? It's so much fun. There's so much time travel, multiversal twists and turns, cool action and monsters and stuff. But really, at the core of it, it's a story about like who we are at different points in our lives and who we are to different people, and how you can like try your best not to make the same mistakes your parents did and make all new mistakes and still end up with your kids hating you, and generational trauma and all of that stuff. It was, it started out as a power fantasy, just what if you could go anywhere and do anything and nobody could stop you. As I grew up and my life changed and evolved, the character changed and evolved and grew. And like when I adopted kids, he adopted a kid. And, I was a little more successful than he was, but I still had my scrapes along the way. And just all kinds of bits and pieces of my life and my friends' lives and family's life have
We,
all
we
made this
apologize.
tapestry so
We
much richer.
apologize, Fit, that Danny was too unprofessional to not turn his phone to silent while you were talking. We've only been doing this
Yeah,
show for like
it's just
4 years now.
only Danny would make that mistake. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like y'all. Shut up. I don't like y'all.
All
It's
right.
And I
because my
gotta
wife.
correct you, Kyron. He solidly looks like he's from 2004. Like
Oh,
he
okay.
doesn't look like he's from the 90s. He is
You're right.
solid,
Solid.
better resolution than that.
Okay. All right. So let's get particulars out the way. Written, drawn, colored, all by you, right?
The story is created by me. Me and T.S. Luther plotted it out for this six
Mm,
issue arc together. I mean, it's a story I've been working on for decades, but I've been working with T.S. Luther so much. He wrote the script for this book,
okay.
and what he did with it, like I already knew what I wanted to get in this six issues, and we talked about like what points we were going to hit in this issue, and then I let him run with it. And what he came back with is so good, and it's like legitimately made me laugh out loud. It's brought a tear to my eye. It's much more emotional than I would have made it yet at this point. I was going to wait to pull on the heartstrings a little bit further down the road. It's really good. It's really well done. I'm really proud of what he did with it, and I'm really enjoying getting to partner with somebody and get that collaborative back and forth with somebody and not just have to do it all by myself in my head. Like I could do it, and the book's fine that way, but it's better now with him helping out on it. I'm super excited about it.
Nice. It sounds like T.S. Luther is now your Danny.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey,
I'll say
man,
he's
I'm
a
the
handsome
type
young
of
man.
guy, when I meet good people, I keep them around me. When I meet smart people that are doing big things, that's like when I first found you guys, I'm like, hey, I want to be in their circle. So I started hanging around and hollering at you and sending you endless memes and stuff.
I like to force like people that I want to keep around into like a job that doesn't pay and give them a title that doesn't actually mean anything, but it makes them feel good. Like uh
Yeah.
It does make me feel good all the time, dude.
so that's how I do it. So we all have our methods.
Wait. Okay, I feel like Sarah's trolling us on this, but Sarah
Hey,
said you told her she's writing issue 3.
I
If she
love it.
wants to write something for me, all she's got to do is holler at me. We'll figure something
Yeah,
out for
yeah. I
sure.
need to see that. That's a winning combo right there.
Seriously.
Mhm.
Shout out to Sarah in the comments. So Fish, man, you've drawn everything, man. You know, there's nothing that you haven't done, as an artist, man. I'm always excited to see what you're
Full
working on.
issue of Ace Blade or Lumberjacks. Sorry, something in my throat there.
Hey
I
man,
mean, I can get you on Lumberjacks now. Apparently, since it's my character.
he is the editor. He is the editor in chief of Fourth Wall Productions,
It's
though. I
it's my
mean,
character now, so I can do
hey,
it.
we can
As
make it
far as
happen.
yeah,
We- Hey, to be honest with you, me and Morgan were talking. This is I should not be allowed to talk live because
You
me and
really should.
Morgan were talking about doing that crossover, the Ace Blade and Lumberjacks crossover that we did for season 4, and your name is like the top of the list for the person that we want to draw the actual book. So,
just
um,
saying, I'm
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
but anyway, no. I was gonna say, um, how do you decide, which projects to work on? I know, like literally, since you're the fastest pen in indie comics, and you could work on anything at any time. How do you decide? What gets your time?
Who's got the money?
Oh yeah, well, there we go.
That's why
That's
you and
that's
I
an
have not worked together.
oversimplification.
That's
That's why you and
But
I have not worked together. That whole reason right there.
oh,
sometimes it literally comes down to like who has the money right now and who
mm,
doesn't, as to like which book I work on next.
mhm,
But I'm really blessed to have been able to curate a group of people that I like working with and that I work with well. And, if the rare times I've ever worked with somebody that I didn't mesh really well with, I can either be too busy or too expensive when they need something done.
yeah.
And, but
You sound like a
otherwise, like with
prostitute at that.
Roy, me and Roy clicked real early, and I really enjoy working on the Sentinels, and I enjoy those characters every bit as much as if they were my own characters. So, like when he hits me up to do a book, it's a no brainer. That's an automatic yes. And some people are real easy to work with, and like your creative juices are flowing in the same direction, and you're on the same creative track. And Roy gives me an idea, and I can spring off of something to take it even further. And I really enjoy working with him that way. Other people, it's like we're heading in different directions. And in those cases, like I will do the very best job I can, but it's probably going to be a no go next time you want something done. But I'm lucky. I've got a good group of people that I get to work with pretty regularly, keep me pretty busy.
Okay.
I love it. I'm gonna
I'm
ask you a
sure.
question.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you a question. I don't know if I've asked you before, but um, Virgil Call Virgil and Call versus T Man and Hyperstrike.
Mm.
Who wins that fight?
Oh,
I know.
mercy. Mercy.
Kaw doesn't give up though.
Goodness.
Yeah,
I
Call
mean, you
goes
got to
hard.
kill
Virgil
Kaw.
Virgil's gonna get took out
Yeah.
because he's big, but he's not really a fighter.
Yeah,
Like
He's a little kid.
but he's tough
he's
though.
big and
Virgil's tough
scary
though.
looking, but he can take a hit. But he, you know, other than looking real scary and having claws, that's about it. Uh, Call, on the other hand, man, but T Man has the power of everybody in the world with Tourette syndrome.
Mhm.
So it's
Mhm.
all their combined strength and speed and reflexes. Kaw's fast and deadly and won't pull his punches. Man, that's. But then it's going to come down to a 2-against-1 fight, and I think Hyperstrike would probably give him the advantage. But man, that's a doozy. That's a good question.
There you
That's
go.
a really good question.
So where does since we're talking about Alice Lost in Wonderland, where does Big Ten fall in that?
Oh
Does he at
man,
least beat
see,
Virgil?
Big Ten could beat Virgil, and he's a deadly shot. Like, I mean, he can hit a bullseye from a mile away, no problem. But and he'll do it under the right circumstances. But also, Big Ten's like a gentleman. Like, if Virgil's not going to fight back, he's not going to fight him. He's not just violent for the sake of violent. No, Alice is just a little bit feral. So like she'll bite you just to bite you. She's dangerous. You know, she's been in Wonderland way too long. She's not the prim proper little girl she was when she got there. And
You see that, Danny? How I brought it back to the subject that we were talking
That's how
about.
you're supposed to do. That's how you're supposed to do.
J-Man's in the building.
Why-
What's up, you guys?
Why you're the host of the show and I'm just the color commentary guy.
You're the star.
That's why I like having the two of them paired up in the story, because like where he'll tip his hat and say good morning to people, like she'll just pull the pins on your grenades and blow you up, you know, right there and not care about it. So like they're very different characters, and I like having him there to watch her back and try and keep her out of trouble.
Now you have a tendency of putting your friends into your books, like as background characters. I'm assuming with Alice,
When would I do that?
we can expect some type of Easter eggs, and maybe not friends in the background, but just Easter eggs again that people should look out for.
Oh, there's always Easter eggs and stuff in the background. And Alice, with the time travel stuff, Alice is one book in particular where I'm always sprinkling in little things throughout every issue that like you can come back in, you know, 4 issues or 10 issues or 20 issues and be like, that's what that thing is back there. Oh, that's who that is. I didn't realize that was them in the background. I didn't realize they mattered. But, you know, then later on we'll see like them going through that part of their story. And I that's the kind of stuff I've always loved from shows like Doctor Who and stuff. Like when all those little breadcrumbs they've been sprinkling along the way matter, you know, a couple of seasons from now. And so that's the kind of stuff that I'm thoroughly spreading and seeding throughout the story. So like everything matters. Everything is important in the background. I think this stuff through way too much, like way too much. Even the like mini figures that we've got for the campaign, like
Ooh.
there's little secrets hidden on them from the book and little tidbits and stuff that you'll see hidden on them if you pay close attention and if you paint your figures. But we've got D&D minis this time around for Big Ten and Alice, and you can get either physical printed ones that aren't painted, but you can paint them yourself. And then we've got the STL files. So if you're, you know, if you've got a 3D printer or access one to the library or whatever, you can get like the digital files for the comic and get the digital files for this and print it yourself. There's even a Caw figure. If you get the deluxe digital version, you'll get the Mighty Caw as well, and you can print up a copy of him. And he's really cool. Got the wings out and everything. It's really awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm stealing that idea. I just wanted to go ahead and throw that out. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out there.
Go nuts, man. I've been stealing all kinds of stuff. I had an idea this time that was my actual idea, and I didn't steal it. I came up with it. Somebody else might have had it, but I came up with it, and I want you guys to steal it. This time, I thought of it too late, but I did pre-launch milestones. And so like on my pre-launch campaign, for like every 50 backers that we got to sign up for the pre-launch page, I would release another freebie that I was going to give away in the actual campaign. So like after we hit 50 backers on the pre-launch, everybody gets this 2.25-inch Alice button magnet. And it's a nice strong magnet. It'll stick to your fridge. It'll hold your pictures up. It is one of the favorite tchotchkes I've ever gotten from any campaign. And it was from Dean Haspel's COVID Cop book. And that COVID Cop magnet has been on my fridge ever since, holding up the picture of my grandkids. I see it all the time. And so I wanted to do that. So next time I'm going to do the pre-launch thing earlier and have lots of rewards that you can unlock if we can get to 100, 150, 200 people. And so everybody gets this, and then everybody gets this sticker as a 3-inch sticker for having hit 50 backers so far. When we hit 100, we'll release something else. So the more people that back it and share it and get the word out, the more free stuff that goes out to all the physical backers.
It's
So if you've already backed it, give it a share. We'll get more stuff out there and get more freebies.
I like free stuff.
I'm on it. I'm figuring that. I'm definitely adding that to the next campaign for sure.
Yeah. I really wish I'd thought of it a month earlier.
Fish, that's one thing I love about you, man. A lot of people gatekeep in the community. A lot of people like have ideas and they don't share them because they want to, be the first person to do them. But you always have been the type of person to share ideas and to, if you find something that works for you, you'll reach out to people and say, hey, this is what I did and it turned out for me. Like I've been telling people, even though I haven't tried it, your contact for printers, like I've, that's been a big help to just the idea of it. I know that's something that indie creators, all have issues with finding reasonable prices on printing comics. So like as soon as me and Kyron were just talking about it in the meeting before I was like, if I do that the thing that we were talking about, I'm definitely going to be using Fish's contact. So man, I love that about you, for real.
Just expect big things from Fourth Wall Productions possibly in the future. Saying.
I always do, man. That's a no-brainer right there.
But not from Taurus Comics, apparently. Just Fourth Wall.
I'm trying to buy Taurus Comics and infuse Saul the Lightning Wielder into our universe. So
you got $10, you can buy it.
Saul coming out, bam, bam, bam. Like I'm
trying to figure out how to get Shaman's Destiny in there. Like we don't got like the spiritual stuff in there quite yet, but we're getting there.
I will sell you the whole collection for $10.
I'll send you a cash app right now. Don't worry about it.
I'm ready for that issue 10 of Saw. I'm ready for that like issue 50 commemorative edition with the gold foil cover. Like that's what I'm ready for right there. We need to get started, man. That's all I'm saying. Get stuff done.
Kyron, what's up with issue 2 of Starcore? We're interviewing you now. What's up? Where are?
Welcome back to the all new Foretales.
Wait a minute. This is the first time that's ever happened. Usually he kicks me out. So hey,
there's some questions the man just don't want to answer. Right. It happens.
Right. But that's how it goes. It's all good. Okay, Fish, before we get to quick takes, man, is there anything special, anything that you I see you got the highlighted tier for Alice issues 1 and 2. That's a new feature that they allow us to do on the Kickstarter, and I think that's really cool that you can highlight a tier, and you got the physical swag pack. So you got the issue 1 and 2, you got a t-shirt, you got a map, a wristband, 2 mini comics, and 2 or what is this, 30 millimeter minis? What is that?
Yeah, that's the D&D
right?
guys. Like these are a little bigger, so I can show them on camera easier. But the regular guys are like about that tall, like a regular D&D miniature for playing on, tabletops.
Wait. Fish, you have an OnlyFans account that we need to know about?
Oh yeah, like you don't know. I only got the 2 followers, but you guys are the most loyal I have ever seen, and I appreciate your subscription.
Hey man, I've seen some things. I encourage everybody to sign up. That's all I'm saying. I've seen some things. I've learned some things.
On that OnlyFans account, my name is Morgan Iverson.
Creator of Lumberjacks.
It's creator. Yeah.
That's okay. Mine is too.
It literally says Morgan Iverson created Lumberjacks. That's my entire username on OnlyFans.
That's terrible. Hey, gotta sell these books however you got to, man.
I'm telling you, man, you got to supplement however you can. And no shame in the game. But yeah, I appreciate what you were saying though, because I really do try to make sure I share out as much information as I possibly can and not gatekeep anything.
Mhm,
Because like I'm always wanting to be the friend I wish I had when I got started, like I
mhm.
don't want somebody that's going to just take it from me and say, "Okay, I'll do it for you, sit down." But if somebody could say, "Hey, this is the direction you need to head in. These are some signposts you need to look for along the way. These are some things you need to watch out for." Like
Yeah.
why would I not help? And like if I give you the connection to the printer I've been using, like that doesn't hurt me at all. That just helps you out. Like why would I not? The only thing that's ever bitten me is bragging about my flatter Hannah Shane Quee so much that sometimes she gets so busy she can't do my stuff right away like she normally does.
Mhm. Yeah.
And that's a shame, but I'm really happy that she's busy, so I'm not going to knock it.
Hey,
But
So,
that's
you
the
know,
only thing I've ever regretted.
that's that whoever has the money uh, at the time is backfires on you
I'm here to
sometimes,
tell you. Yeah.
Fish said we're your friends, so I thought of this.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the
Travel
road
down
and
the
back
road, back
again.
again.
Your heart is true.
All right,
that was a
um,
classic show.
that really
You'll
was.
get me
Classic.
jamming, man.
You know that most of them were in their 40s when that show was on,
Man,
Yeah.
and that the mom was
Sophia was the
actually
youngest
the
one.
youngest. Yeah.
bro, like it's really crazy. Like the way people aged like 30 years ago versus now, it's I don't know what it is, man. But I can't talk. I'm almost
Well,
all
they didn't have the
gray right now.
Botox and all of that stuff back then.
Yeah, yeah.
You
You
know,
know, that's
I
how it
have to
goes.
have special lighting just to not, look like a funky old mop sitting here,
I have to use
wash
all
out
the
all them
filters.
wrinkles.
I gotta use all the filters, all the whatevers that on
Hmm.
the Instagram and TikTok. So hey,
You
I'm
just use the 2009 internet connection. That's all you
yeah.
use.
This way you can't see the wrinkles, like they're so
It
pixelated.
smooths it all out. Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Don't
right.
you don't
See,
fool with that high def for a
look,
reason, Kyrie.
this on purpose. This is on purpose. All right,
Yep.
All
fish.
right.
There's a
It's
purpose he's
time,
not
man.
doing that 4K.
It's time. Kyron, you ready for quick takes?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I just noticed that in that picture, it's even in like 2009. Look at Danny's picture in this. Wait. Like
Hey,
Fish
gotta
looks
stay,
so nice and crisp. Danny's all
gotta stay
pixelated like
consistent.
he's 16-bit Mario or something.
Hey,
Gotta stay
he took
consistent.
that on the best flip phone he has, man. Don't knock it.
I took that on a Nokia 2.
He
But
took that
anyway,
on his
I'm
sidekick.
telling you.
He had
anyway,
his
He
sidekick.
stopped playing Snake to take that picture, man.
yeah, I took it with the front camera. Anyway, all right, fish. So you know the game. Quick takes is a rapid Q&A session where we grill our guests on their deepest, darkest secrets from the internet. I'm gonna ask you some questions just to get to know you a little bit better, man. I'm trying to find some stuff that I haven't asked you before, and I got, of course, I got a top five for you, and I think you'll get the reference for that. All right, but question number one. This is something that I am genuinely curious about. What are you most proud of in your comic work?
I am the most proud of the emotional stuff I've got to bring to books. The parts that make me the most excited are when I get to add an interesting little take to something, or like in one of the Sentinels books, Raven comes in, and originally when I saw it, he was going to be all angry when he had this discussion. But the more I thought about it, he's really kind of a Batman character. So I was just like, I had him be very calm and collected and like, oh yeah, no, we're doing this. It's not even a question. He doesn't even break his stride. I had him like checking machinery and stuff. He doesn't even look when he's talking to him. It's like, yeah, this is a no brainer. We're going to do it. That's what I love. The little cool little bits I get to add.
All right, I like it.
Time that
All
just
right,
right.
all right, fish. Um, a lot of us as indie comics, like we're doing every part of it. We just said you're writer, well, sometimes writer, artist. colorist, you coordinate printing and distribution, and you marketing and going to cons and everything like that. So I wonder if you had full-time staff to take over one part of the indie comic or the comic making process, which part would you have them take over and why?
The social media posting marketing aspect, like the coming up with ideas of how to make cool posts to get people's attentions, when to
Mm,
schedule it, all that stuff, that I would like to have off of my plate. If you give me a list of like, hey, make videos about these subjects, I could sit down and do videos one day when I'm having a good day and I can talk clearly and just knock them all out. And then you could edit them and post them when you want. Like that's what I would like to have. If that person could also like schedule cons and make sure I don't miss them and schedule hotels and
that's
things
another.
like that, that
Nope,
would be
That's
awesome too.
another job. Nope, that's another
But
job. Yes,
if we
no.
only got the one, it's the social media.
Social media for sure, for sure. Okay. All right, Fish. You're one of those artists that I see. Like I literally know your work when I see it, man. You got a very specific style. I don't know if it's just because I've been following you so long, or if you've just developed a real different style. But I want to know, who are your artistic influences?
Oh man, my biggest one of all time is Mark Texiera, and
Mm.
my work doesn't look anything
Mm.
like his work.
Yeah, not even
Like,
close.
oh no, but he showed me that you could use the tools differently than everybody else was using them. Like everybody was using pens one way in the 90s and everybody was using brushes another way as like this throwback to the 60s in the 90s. And then
Hmm.
he's using brushes and pins and all his different textures to get really realistic and really distorted images at the same time. Like his Wolverine run is one of the most realistic things I've seen
Yep.
and distorted. And that challenged me to do something that really looked like me. And so I went and taught myself how to draw all over again. And I don't look like him, but he's the reason I did it.
I tell everybody all the time, when I grow up, I want to be like Uncle Fish.
Oh, yeah, well, you should. But yeah, I didn't have an Uncle Fish when I grew up.
Okay, all right, Fish. So, man, I think another thing about indie comics is that we all want to hit it big. We all want to, be able to survive off of our comics and let our work speak for itself. But I think one thing I'm realizing now, is that we all have different levels of success. Like we have to see things differently to keep going, and we have to measure success differently. So I want to know, what is it that you see as success for Fish Lee?
I already see myself as a success because I get to make my living drawing indie comics. And that's what I always wanted to do. I never wanted to do Marvel or DC. Like everybody wants to draw Spider Man. I wanted to draw my own characters. And the fact that I'm getting to draw like Alice Lost in Wonderland now that I've been working on for so long is is the epitome of what I could hope for. If I want another level above that, I would like to get to the point to where I could just draw like Alice for the rest of my life and pay the bills and be fine, be able to take a vacation from time to time. If I could do that, it'd be great. But otherwise, I'll keep doing other people's books and have a ball drawing superheroes in my recliner.
Absolutely, man. I love it. I love it.
Have you
Um,
noticed that on all four of these questions, Fish has done exactly 45 seconds on all of
yeah,
them?
he's talented like that. He's
I'm
just
Like some
watching.
people go over, some will like go short. He's like, no, I'm gonna do exactly 45 seconds
I'm
each
just
one.
gonna use this 45 seconds that I've been given and properly.
Hey, I play by the rules. It's the OCD, man. I play by the rules.
Let's see if you can do it with it. I think you'll do this one quicker. But the fifth question is always the top five list. And I joked
I
with
hate this
you.
one.
I joked with you during the D&D campaign, the homebrew that we did, about you and your son's names, about you both having animal names, Fish and Bear,
Mhm.
right? So I want to
Yeah.
know, what, in your opinion, are the top five human animal names. So if you had to like name your five children, names of animals. What 5 besides you can't use bear because you already used that one, and you can't use fish. But give me 5 names of children. If you had 5 more children,
Oh,
and you had to name them after an animal, go.
Hawk for Stringfellow Hawk from Airwolf is
Hawk, I
number
love
one.
it.
God, I had so many names in high school, but they were weird, like Blood Axe and Leather. But those aren't like animal names unless it's animal parts. Like I would probably have done like Fang and Claw, but those are parts.
Animal
Uh,
parts.
Raven would absolutely be in there. So
Raven's a
Hawk,
good one.
Raven. Honestly, probably Rat, even though that might hurt somebody's feelings, but I love rats. Gator and
Ooh, gator.
God, what would the last one be? Bat.
Bat.
I feel
Yeah,
like that you just
it's
gave
short,
up on.
but well, no, I mean they're my favorite animals. They're not the bat, the raven, and the rat are some of my absolute favorite animals. And
Yeah, and I'd say he couldn't use fish or bear, so he had
yeah,
to give him.
my oldest son's middle name is Fish, so like it's already there. I
Mhm.
really thought he was gonna be a little fish, and he's not a little fish. He's a Marcus.
Oh, hey, I love it. I love it. Fish, thanks for doing that for us. This week, Quick Takes has been brought to you by Gemini Comic Supply. If you use the code AceBlade on GeminiComicSupply.com, you get 10% off your entire
What the
order.
hell are you doing?
I don't know. I'm on a podcast.
Sorry. No, my dog is just like going crazy over here. Sorry. Go finish. I'm sorry. We can't mess up the sponsor. Go ahead. Do it again.
I did.
No, do it again. I interrupt you. Gemini and
GeminiComicSupply.com. Use the code AceBlade to get 10% off your entire order.
Okay.
Thanks,
Sorry.
Fish. Now back to you, Kyron.
Or we're
I
throwing
really wish
segments
I'd
back.
used that code last time.
I do it all the time. I literally say back to you, Kyron, every time.
I have never heard you say back to you, Kyron.
Go back to the last 10 episodes and see if I didn't say it.
Rewind.
Yeah,
Right.
I will. Don't think I won't.
Cobra is a good one. Cobra is a good one.
Cobra
I
is a
like
good
that.
one.
That is a good one.
That
That
is
is a
a
really
Penguin.
good one.
Penguin too. Yeah,
I would have
Penguin is
done that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Just
Good
make
job.
sure you don't name Cobra and have their middle name be Commander, and I think you're okay.
I love
All
it.
right. Fish, as usual, it's great to have you. Why are you showing off your artwork? We're about Fish right now, not about Ace Blade.
But who do you think drew this, Fish?
I don't know.
Mark.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
One of my prized possessions.
Man. Okay, now I'm straight up jealous. All right, now I'm straight jealous.
It must be nice to be rich like that. Just Neil
I'm
Adams,
saying.
I didn't pay for
Gerald
that.
Banks,
I didn't pay for that. I didn't
Mark
pay for it.
How do you get that without paying for that? That's what I want to know.
I had a good friend who was at a show in 2014 and he had an Ace Blade sketch cover. He was like, I'm gonna see if I can get. I was like, hey man, go for it. And then he gifted it to me. So
Man, I ain't even been able to get a friend request answered from the man, but I know he's busy. I'm gonna keep trying.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Fish. As usual, it's great to have you on. It was a pleasure as usual. We want to make sure our guests have our followers and listeners follow them. So, where's the best place on the internet for people to check you out and follow your work?
I am Mr. Fish Comics on all social media sites. I'm on TikTok and YouTube and Facebook and all the places. And GoMrFish.com is the absolute best place to find me right now because it will take you to Alice Lost in Wonderland. And when that's over, it will take you to the next one to sign up for the next issue of Alice. And then it'll take you to sign up for the pre-launch of the Green Zone trade. But it'll always take you to what I'm working on now. So between that and Mr. Fish Comics, that's where you find me.
Nice. Danny, where can people check you out and follow all your amazing Ace Blade work?
Absolutely. If you want to find me, the best place to go is fourthwallpros.com. And if you want to find me on social media, it's at the Ace Blade on all social media platforms. Kyron, where can people find you?
For the next 6 days or so, you can find me at Kickstarter for the Lumberjacks by any means Kickstarter, because me as the creator of Lumberjacks, I gotta make sure I promote my stuff. But once that's over, you can go to TaurusComics.com, follow my work there, follow me on all social media platforms at Taurus Comics. Which, hey, TikTok, I'm talking to you all. Thank you, TikTok, for getting me past 6,000 followers finally.
Hey,
yeah, I know. I actually started posting again and had one blow up. So
there you go. See,
I know. Join us next week though, where we're gonna have some guy named Morgan Iverson on. We have no idea what Morgan does. He wants to be on our show to talk,
or if he'll actually be on the show. So
Yeah.
I just don't know that either. But it was.
Oh dang, Fish
we
stopped
lost
out.
Fish.
I don't know. But you can also go to our website, which is fourtailspodcast.com. That is the number 4 TALES podcast.com, where you can check out our previous episodes. I don't know what happened to Fish. He just
dropped out.
He just got tired of us.
Yeah. I can see
Anyways, anyways, until next time, everybody, sayonara, goodbye, and please take care of. Okay, wait. Are you gone or not? Don't keep teasing us here, Fish. Are you gone or what?
I went out for a second. I don't know what's going on, but it went out altogether.
Okay. Because we're ending the show, though.
As long as it's just not my computer that's acting up. As long as it's everybody's, I'm down with it.
Okay. Can I officially end the show yet?
Yeah, sure. Have at it.
Sorry.
Join us next time, everybody. Sayonara, goodbye, and please take care of yourselves.
Go ahead and end it, man.
I want to know what it is Quick is trying to say.